happening, y'all? It's your boy Wisco Madman. Let's go ahead and see how fast we can do a little intro here. This time we're checking out some Ryan Upchurch vlog. The name of this video, Ryan E. Upchurch. What does the E stand for? Edward, as far as I'm aware. But doesn't matter. Nope. On to the next thing. So before we jump up in this, I just want to make a little mention about the puppy dog. My little partner here broke her leg. Shit, a few weekends ago, and yeah, quite a bit of vet bills for us, and she ended up having to have it amputated, etc., etc. There's a video down in the description below that kind of explains that situation a little bit more and asks you if you're able to donate to the cause to pay for the vet bills, help pay for the vet bills anyways. And yeah, that's pretty much all I really want to say about it here. That video will explain it more. There's also a link to the GoFundMe down below. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump up into this one. What you drinking, Church?
Man, motherfuckers are so quick to tell me what I should do.
Walking around with a fucking joint in his ear or blunt wrap in his fucking ear. That's a motherfucker that got no cares.
What I should have done, what I could do, what I should do with my shit, my music.
Fuck what anybody says you should do. You can always take advice, take advisements, but ultimately it's up to you what the fuck you do.
My bikes, my cars, my houses, and on some real shit, I just wish all these motherfuckers would shut the fuck up. They need to. Do it your own goddamn life. The fuck you trying to run mine for?
You do you, boo-boo.
I give stuff to people because I like them. I care about them. Some of them my friends. Some of them not my friends. And what do? They turn around and sell the shit. Trade the shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm giving stuff to people for sentimental value reasons. Because, I mean...
Bruh, like, why would you sell that shit? The memory, the fucking... Like, the reason behind it is so much better than any amount of money anybody else is going to give you for that. There's no amount of money that can trade that value.
I think they'll keep it for sentimental value reasons. Like some people would out here. And they just fuck...
You find out who your friends are.
Can't get rid of it. Like, for instance, like when I went to Panama. I went to Panama on vacation. And it turned out not being a vacation. But I was cool with that. This dude was, you know, a real big fan, him and his family. So the last, like, 3 days of my vacation, you know, I just made sure I did stuff for them. You know, brought them over to our condo.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And chilled with them and stuff like that.
Fuck yeah.
I had this real expensive Martin guitar. It was my favorite guitar. And I spent 3 days with these people. Them telling me how much they like my music and all this, that. And shit, I ate a bunch of shrooms when I went to Panama. And
I hope to fucking God you're not about to come around and say that motherfucker, you gave him the guitar and he fucking sold it or some shit.
On the beach with fucking sunglasses, playing this Martin guitar, have just in my own world. And by the end of the vacation, I ended up signing it and drawing this picture on it and gave it to them because I figured they'd keep it forever.
No.
And a week later, they're hitting up my fucking management, being like, "Hey, is it okay if I you know, auction this off or whatever?" It's like, what the fuck? Just give my fucking guitar back then. I'd rather somebody have it that's gonna keep it forever.
Yeah, like, for real, dude. For real. Like, why would you... I get needing money, dude, but, like, that kind of shit just ain't for sale. You know what I mean? Just in my mind, that if it was given to me, that shit ain't for sale.
And tell the story about how they got it. Like, what the fuck?
Fuck yeah.
That's what I do with all the shit I get from other people. That's why I got a damn jewelry box. My jewelry box is like a $900 to $1,000 jewelry box. All the shit that's crammed inside of it is about worth I don't know, $40. But the stuff inside of it means more than what could go in it. You understand what I'm saying? Everything that I've ever been handed to that has a story, I still got it, and I can tell you the story about it. I got dog
Like that cowpoke hat.
tags that I've had given to me when, veterans are freaking drunk at bars crying and, telling me.
It's one of the other things I love about you, bro, is like when you used to do unboxing videos or different things that people would give you, which, by the way, I think it would be hella dope to watch you do some unboxing videos again. But anyway, used to love fucking watching those, and just like the cowpoke hat. But there's some other shit. Like I think the cowpoke hat was actually in, like, when he was opening different shit, he got that, and we actually seen it in a video. But yeah, I got mad respect for somebody who gets shit from their fans and they make a purpose of that fan and other fans seeing them wearing it, having it on their wall, whatever, like, depending on what that particular gift was. Like, you make a point of showing people that you appreciate that. That mad respect for that.
The stories that have fucked their brain up and how they have nobody and stuff, and I've sit with them for hours, letting them vent to me and shit, because that's what you're supposed to do. And then they give me their dog tags, and I still have them. Another thing that bothers me is people that's supposed to know me acting like they don't know me. And I don't mean acting like, oh, well, I don't know who that is. I mean, not like that. I mean, like, friends asking my other friends, like, yo, what's wrong with him? Why is he acting like that? And my other friend's like, what do you mean? He's been like that his whole, what are you talking about? He's been like that forever. Like, it's just the uncomfortability of how people do and act. Based on what? Based on me being famous? Who fucking cares, man?
Right.
Based on me having a bunch of money, who
Like,
fucking
you
cares,
still
man?
you.
That's why when people say, oh, man, you've changed. No shit, motherfucker. No shit. I am a totally different person than you seen in 2014. I'd have naturally been like that any fucking ways without all this shit. But because of all this shit, then yeah, I am fucking different. I used to be, oh, Mr. Nice Guy, and da 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 da. Now I'll pop up.
Yeah, I can imagine you can't really be the nice guy anymore because so many people take advantage.
A fucking cap in your ass. For real. Did I want to have this attitude? No. Did all the shit I go through make me have this attitude? Yeah, dude. Being a gangster ain't got nothing to do with what you're wearing. It ain't got nothing to do with what you came from. It ain't got nothing to do with if you're hood or not. What I've learned over the years is the term gangster comes from going through a lot of shit and surviving through
real.
a lot of shit.
For real.
Bro, I've been in court for 4 fucking years. I've been in court for 4 fucking years. I've spent millions of dollars going to court for no fucking reason. Just because people want to be attached to the name Ryan Upchurch. That's it. Why you think when people's like, bro, you should watch what you say, bro, you're gonna get sued. Man, fuck it, sue me. Fuck that person. I'll say whatever the fuck I want to. I done been in court.
Like, fuck it, sue me. I'm at the courthouse every day anyway.
Fucking half my adult life. So what the fuck do I care when I get death threats now?
I mean, at a certain point, you probably spend so much time in court, like, shit. Damn near have an education from going to court. You could be a goddamn lawyer.
Oh. It's like, whatever. It's like somebody giving me a piece of candy. Okay, thanks. Do you know how many death threats I've had over the years? You know how many death threats I've had in the past fucking month?
Bruh.
And people's like, oh, bro, you should call the cops. Man, I ain't calling no fucking cops. All right?
Church be like, come at me, bruh.
I'm gonna load the yopper, all right? That's what I'm gonna do. You know who's got your back more than anybody? The front side of your motherfucking body. That's who's got your back. If the front side of you is a fucking soft sissy, well, your back ain't got too much coverage, now does it? I'm moving over to the career side of things. Look at all the artists I have helped become something. Do you know who helped me become something? Fucking nobody. Me. It was me. It was nobody else.
That's what happens when you basically created a fucking genre.
There's nobody in the fucking world who can say they got me here, where I'm at right now. You know what my biggest song is? A song with just me on it. You know
Straight
where
up.
I wrote that song at? I wrote that song living in a dumpy fucking piece of shit trailer with a busted septic tank, living in a neighborhood full of motherfuckers that were all doped up all the goddamn time. Little bitty ass, 2-bedroom, dumpy ass piece of shit trailer that was falling down. With me, my girlfriend at the time, all my brothers, and my mama living in that one dumpy ass little fucking trailer. And I was sick of living like that. So I done something about it. That's
Yeah,
where I wrote that song
I feel
at.
you.
The next biggest song I have, you know who's on it? Just me.
Holla, boys!
You know
My
when I wrote
favorite.
that song?
We damn
When I was able to save
holla,
up enough
boys.
money to buy another house, which was Ghost Ranch.
Church, that one's one of my fucking favorites. Honestly, like probably that was my ringtone for a minute. And honestly, the only reason it's not my ringtone now is because I got a new phone and I still got the stock ringtone. I haven't even put any new ringtones on yet.
So all my family could live in a house that wasn't falling down. I recorded it downstairs in a dumpy fucking basement that was being framed out at the time. I had just got the black mold downstairs taken care of because it was ate up with black mold, with a blanket over my head. I was holding the blanket up like this.
Bruh, you be careful with that fucking black mold shit, for real. Like, having been in industrial cleaning for a minute. Like, I'm not no more, but I was. My dad had that shit all over his fucking windows in his bedroom because he likes to use a humidifier. And what is fungus, mold, love? Moisture. So, when you put that much moisture in the air, you know, of course, black mold grows. And let me tell you, it's a royal pain in the ass to get that shit to go away. You gotta fucking maintenance that shit hardcore, so you be careful now.
And singing the song at the same time. There was no high-dollar booth or nothing. Stoner was sitting on a couch I moved down there. I was the booth. Me holding the blanket, that was the booth. That's Holler Boys. And I dedicated the song to a hometown boy from around here that died in a car crash leaving Nashville one night. Now, going back to talking about these people I've helped over the fucking years, you know, there is 1% of them that have my back also. They do stuff for theirself, and we help each other. That's a very fucking slim amount of these people.
Hey, Cal.
The fucking 99% of the other ones either turned around for no reason and talked shit to me, got mad because I didn't keep helping them over and over and over and over and over and over, because, you know, they're at some point they're supposed to help their goddamn self.
Right.
But they never did.
Yeah.
Then they turn around and they're like, well, why are you not bigger? Because, motherfucker, you
gotta grind.
Yourself.
Gotta keep on grinding.
Daddy, bitch. I mean, the only answer I got for you is I don't have a fucking answer. I guess you ain't built like me, dude. I don't know. Because when you ask me who helped me, it's me, motherfucker.
Bruh, a lot of motherfuckers ain't built like you. That's why you're able to develop the fucking fan base that you got, because you grind like a motherfucker. Like, that's a work ethic ain't the majority of people got.
And some of them just, they try to convince me of what I'm not for some reason. Or convince me, oh, well, you could do this and be this big and yada yada. You don't know, bro. You don't live this life, all right? You don't. There's never been a fuck.
That's just like I make these comments here, there, like, oh, it'd be cool if you did this, or it'd be cool if you do that. Like, man, he's gonna do what he's gonna do anyway. Because ultimately, like, just because I make a comment like, hey, it'd be cool if you did this, I'm not living that life. I'm nowhere's fucking near living that life. Like, he is in a whole nother universe. Like, I just make my comments here, there. And I think Church has probably seen enough of my shit to understand that I just talk my shit. I say what I say, like, take it for what it's worth kind of thing. But But yeah, dude, like the people that actually say shit that are like, oh, why isn't he doing this? Like, dude, people gonna do what they do. Church knows what the fuck he's doing, it's obvious. So, sure, we can make a half-ass suggestion here or there, but, like, he gonna take it for what it's worth. So, don't get butthurt about it.
Fucking artists like me, and I'm aware of it. And I know a lot of people don't want me to know that, but I do. I know that for 100% fact, motherfucker. Dude, when I was in 11th grade, right before I dropped out, my teacher, who was a computer teacher, wanted to be a country singer. You know what that motherfucker told me? He told me that I would never amount to nothing and that I was white trash. Guess what? He's still a fucking computer teacher. And what did I do?
To every motherfucker that has ever said some shit, fuck you. To every motherfucker that is a teacher who has said some negative ass shit to people, fuck you. More so than anybody else. How the fuck are you gonna be a teacher and say some negative ass shit like that? How you gonna talk shit on a fucking kid? The fuck is wrong with you? You a teacher. That means you dedicated yourself to education because you love education and you love helping kids. Not to make money, not to be somebody, because you love teaching. Like, if that's not the case, get the fuck out of education.
I became a big country singer through a computer. Ain't that some shit? Dude, I've had so many knives stabbed in my motherfucking back. And I ain't...
I will say this, like, and after, like, that little... I'm separating from the anger on that last comment, but, like, the other thing is, honestly, outside of the few really important things that I learned in school, the few teachers and different people throughout school that really did help me. I recognize that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm like, we need more people like that. But I probably learned way more outside of school. My own form of education, YouTube, podcasts, books, whatever, audiobooks. Like, education's not just school. Education's every fucking thing. You're always learning, motherfucker. And if you're not, what is you doing? Like, seriously. That's... grow or die. That's the way I look at it.
Never took none of them out to stab anybody else back. Well, now I done got them all out. I got them cleaned and sharpened and everything, and I'm ready to stick knives in every fucking body. Then I got these motherfuckers around here who want to fucking talk to people and be like, oh yeah, I'm the reason Upchurch is where he's at. No, you're not, motherfucker. No, you're not. If you're doing business with artists and you do...
Let's put it this way. If you say you're the reason somebody is the way they is, you're probably wrong. Otherwise, you like, the real motherfuckers wouldn't say shit like that.
Business with 20 fucking artists, and 19 of them ain't shit, and the only one who becomes something is the one that ditched your ass on the business, chances are you're not the reason that he is where he is. Otherwise, some of the other ones would be where I'm at, and guess what? They ain't. Same exact person running around being like, yeah, I wrote Upchurch's songs. Motherfucker, you don't even know how many letters is in the alphabet. You can't even spell hippopotamus, okay? You can't write music like me.
Supercalifragilistic.
Why you're telling everybody you helped me write my music? I don't fucking know. Fuck, who knows? Probably because you ain't got shit going on. Man.
People that say that kind of shit, exactly like you said, Church, ain't got shit going on. They ain't done nothing with their life, so they make up stories in their head. You know how I know that? Because earlier on in my life, like when I was growing up, when I was going through school and shit like that, like I was that kid. I felt left out, so I made up stories about this or that. Like, I don't really do that shit anymore. Because I don't care. I don't. I only want to be recognized for the shit that I've actually done. And that's why I'm trying to do shit. Like, whether YouTube becomes something or not is what it is. But, like, the shit that I actually care about are me and this girl, like, going to climb mountains and shit. To me, that's the achievements that I have in life. I'm going to see shit and do shit. That's way more important to me than any of this shit. Like, I just do this shit out of boredom and a little extra money, you know? Like, I'm entertained to get involved with y'all. But, yeah, man. Like, people that, oh, I wrote his songs, I did this, I did that. Like, fucking, you didn't. Stop making shit up. It don't make you relevant.
Man, when you come up like I did, and you come from where I come from.
Not to mention, on a side note of that comment, like, stop trying to be relevant like you're not relevant. Why do people want to be relevant? I don't get it. Do you? The people that enjoy it, like, they'll follow. People that don't, so what?
And you reach the goal that I have reached time and time again. Motherfuckers are gonna try to tear you down.
Mm-hmm.
You know where your story becomes legendary? When you didn't let nobody tear you down.
Keep on going.
When you destroyed every fucking thing in your path and kept going until you died. That's how you become legendary.
Motherfucking legend!
That's where the fuck I'm headed. If you don't think that, that's...
Church. You already know what I think. You already there. You already there, man. Like, if you stop today, you're already a fucking legend. Like, man, you already made a hell of a fucking mark. But I know you. You're gonna keep on going. And when I say I know you, obviously you get what I mean. Like, I know how you are. You're just gonna keep on pushing. Like, you smash a fucking goal and you just on to the next one, you know? But I get it. I'm the same way. I just don't have the same story by any means. But yeah, man. You already became legendary and you're still fucking going. Still fucking going. Goddamn motherfucker.
That's cool. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna show you. It's gonna be in a book one day. You understand that? Fucking bug. You can say whatever you want. I'm a success story that was not supposed to happen. Being a country dude, rap.
Supposed to happen. People say that shit all the time. Like, supposed to happen. I don't... What do you mean supposed to? Like, you saying God wrote your story and said you wasn't supposed to be something? You know what I mean? Like, I know what church is saying, obviously. But my point is, like, fuck what's supposed to be. You make what's supposed to be.
Rapping was not cool until I fucking done it. Ask anybody who listens to country people rapping. Country dudes rapping was not accepted by black culture until I started doing it. Don't believe me? Go ask my black folks to fucking listen to country rap shit. The majority of them is gonna tell you the first time I heard country rap that sounded good was Upchurch. And I'm proud as fuck of that. I'm a success story for people.
I agree with you for most of the people. Church was probably maybe second or third. Definitely the second largest impact, I think. And I let's walk through this and kind of explain this real quick. But the first country rap artist I ever heard, and they don't call themselves a country rap artist, Yellow Wolf. No joke, like Yellow Wolf. And I'm pointing at a picture of Yellow Wolf if you can't see it. That's the meet and greet. I shared that one in I think my Mud Mouth review. But anyway, Yellow Wolf's the first country rapper I ever listened to. The first time I really, truly felt like I could relate to somebody. And when I say that, Yellow Wolf's got a way different fucking life than me. He grew up in the South, like South, like Alabama South. Church claims the South too, and yeah, Tennessee's South, but I don't know. I never looked at Tennessee the same way as I look at like Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia. But I also don't live there, so I'm not claiming to know. I'm originally from Wisconsin, Wisco Madman, obviously, and that's why I'm saying, like, as far as how my version of Country Boy was, the first rap that I could actually relate to was Yellow Wolf. Before that was Eminem, and it wasn't the same thing. It was a Detroit Trailer Boy, like, little different, but still kind of relate, like Midwest Boy, like kind of relate, but Yellow Wolf was the first country motherfucker that rap that I could relate to. Colt Ford's probably the second, but I couldn't really necessarily relate. He had his version. He was more country than rap, but he still rapped. And then there's Church. And Church just blew the shit out the water. Show that, like, he's the kind of guy, like, he raps about the country and shit, but you don't just look at him as a country rapper. He's so much more than that. Like, he's done rock. He's done fucking country. Like, he's versatile, bro. And he's not just some fucking, like, I'm sitting on a tractor type dude. Like, straight up, so much more than that. So, yeah, Yellow Wolf did his thing, he did his lane, and obviously, like, Church is my number one when it comes to country rap, but I guess where I went off on that is, like, he's saying, like, a lot of his black friends, and I'm not black, but a lot of his black friends said the first time they heard a country rap was like him, and that's kind of where, like, I digressed in my little story, saying, like, Yellow Wolf was probably the first one, but Church is really the one who made this lane. That's what I would say to that.
Well, it looked like me. You heard? I'm proof, even though everybody tells you you can't reach a goal looking like you do or coming from where you come from. I am proof that that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And a
Straight
lot of
up.
people don't like it. And a lot of people's jealous of it.
Truth, motherfucker.
But you know what? History don't give a fuck.
And that's something that I think makes Church even bigger, is the independence of it. Y'all know, like, anybody who follows me for my reactions, my music reactions, know that I love following independent artists. And that's where Church really, really proves some shit. Is becoming who he's become independently. Not signed by any major label. Like, he's a true independent. Not mainstream, like, oh, these independent artists. They ain't independent. They still signed to somebody. You know what I mean? He's literally independent. And that's one of the things that Church can claim that Yellow Wolf can't. Yellow Wolf is signed to whatever, Interscope, and then Shady. Whatever the fuck. I don't even remember what the fuck Eminem's fucking label is. But, yeah. He signed to Eminem. Who signed to Dr. Dre? Who signed to? That's how mainstream works. Sign to sign to sign to sign to sign to sign. Just like Young Money, Cash Money. Why do you think it's called Young Money, Cash Money, Lil Wayne? Because he's not able to be like, oh yeah, Young Money. Like, it's my own label. No. Young Money is part of Cash Money, who, do y'all know this one? Birdman. Birdman owns Cash Money, so, and I'm sure there's a father to that and a father to that. Like, Interscope's, if I remember correctly, don't quote me on this one. I don't know this one 100%, but I think Interscope's owned by, like, Warner Brother Records or some Warner Records, Warner Music Group, something like that.
Now does it? No, I don't. Plus, look at all the people that I got behind me that actually like me for me. who
Straight
support
up.
what the fuck I do because
Straight
they
up.
understand.
Yep.
So you little tiny
Yep.
amount of motherfuckers that don't understand, we don't give a fuck about you. You can say what you think I'm not. It don't matter. The action of what I am is there for everybody to look at. I ain't got no high
Straight
school
up.
education. I dropped out and started painting houses, doing demolition jobs, lived in a shack. Every time it fucking rained, it flooded my whole fucking house, my bed, my mattress. Hardly nobody believed in what I told them I was gonna do. Now look.
That's another, like, super impressive thing is when you don't have people behind you that are like, hell yeah, bro, like, you can go there. When you do the shit with nobody being, like, believing in you, that's, damn, bro. That's impressive.
I'm in the top 5 bracket of biggest independent artists in the entire fucking world. So your opinion really don't fucking mean shit. That's pretty much all I gotta say. So
Now that you said top 5, I'm like, who the fuck is the other ones? I mean, I guess he probably says top 5. I'm assuming, obviously, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming he says top 5 because he's not like an arrogant motherfucker that wants to be like, I'm number 1. But man, who the fuck else is better than you independently?
if somebody asks you if I've changed, I'll answer for you. Yeah, I have. But you know what?
Before he even says it, we all change, motherfucker. That's part of growing. That's part of becoming somebody. Just, like, that's not necessarily bad. It's different if there were people that help you get where you know you're getting to and you turn your back on them. But it's another story when you move on from the toxic influences that you have.
It hasn't been for the worst. And it'll never be for the worst. Because I'm on a mission. The day that I die is the same day that everybody will stop and realize that I lived by every fucking thing I ever said.
Hell yeah.
I will die one day. And when that day comes, I'm gonna die a real motherfucker. And there's nobody that can change that.
Fuck
I ain't
yeah,
scared to be
motherfucker.
broke. I've been broke. I ain't scared for somebody to come fucking try to kill me. It's already happened before. I don't care how fucking gangster you think you are. You ain't gonna scare me with that shit neither. You ain't more gangster than I am, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how many of y'all say y'all help me do this, help me do that. I wrote the songs. You didn't do shit. I don't give a fuck how country you are or how many goddamn pairs of fucking boots and fucking cowboy hats you buy. It don't matter, motherfucker. Y'all are country singers in Nashville. I'm the country singer in Nashville. The day I was born, Ernest Tubbs was playing in the background on Broadway. Fuck you mean? Well, catch you cats later, man.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna go listen to some Johnny Cash and fucking cruise some back roads.
Fuck yeah, motherfucker.
By the way, anybody trying to speak for me don't mean shit unless it came out of my motherfucking mouth.
Yeah. Feel you on that, church. I feel you on that. I said what I was gonna say, just like usual with these vlogs. Not much of a conclusion, but Church, real motherfucker. Church is a real motherfucker, and man, fuck anybody trying to, like, oh, I made him who he was. Like, man, no, you the fuck didn't. Anybody who made him who he was, he's not afraid to shout out. So, that's what I gotta say on that, man. That's what I gotta say on that. This has been your boy, Wisco, Madman. Thank you guys for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. You can check me out on YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, Instagram, Clapper, TikTok, and Facebook. Appreciate y'all watching, as usual. Catch you on the next one. Peace.